All right, so today we are going to be trying to take our old camera leatherette I took off. Get better lighting here. Does that look? That's better. Okay, I got a second camera here to kind of give me a better shot because I noticed my other videos it kind of sucked because you couldn't really see much that was going on. So this one should be better. The biggest problem is going to be that hole. Also, it's pretty moldy still, so I know it's hard to hear me with the mask, but when the spores come up, I'd rather have this on. Alright, so before I get started though, I got this from Value LGN. It's just an old leather kind of wallet, bill bag. Not really sure, but I'm going to try to use this as my kind of covering for it. I don't know how it's going to work. Because it's got this lining that I have to separate first, so I'm going to try to do that. But yeah, I guess let's just get started. So I'll start by trying to cut the stitching on here. So that went pretty well, that stitching got cut. Boom. Alright, so that went pretty cleanly. Or we can just cut this across. I need to get a cutting board for my desk, but for right now, it's not really necessary. Have plastics getting in the way. Okay. So this would be good for, I'm thinking, up front there. This piece, I could probably do both or just that one. Can I get this separated from that cloth? Okay, so no, that isn't, so it's not a separate cloth layer, that's just the backing of it, the backing of this fake leather. It should be okay, I'd imagine. Get rid of the seams right now. Also, I will be attempting this with double-sided tape, as recommended online, but I don't know if that'll actually work. So we will find out. Alright. So, that should fit that. Oh, I could even do the back of that. Oh, okay. So, well, first off, so I already applied double-sided tape to this as kind of like a reinforcement. But we're going to peel off the little layers here, the protective layers, so that we can stick this to this leather. While it's really sticky, this probably will work actually. That stuff is sticky as heck. Hope it doesn't damage the leather. We'll find that out real quick though. At least we have two patches to work with, not just the one. And before I actually do this, let's cut this in half. So we can use this one as a Kellogg from Fallout would say, as a backup. Okay. So we'll stick that on like that. Nice and easy. I have a few different blades here. This is one of my leather cutting tools, like a circular blade. Another leather carving tool. This one's like a finger guided one. Could be pretty good. Mini X-Acto knife. It's pretty dull, and this one's pretty dull too. It's just a regular X-Acto knife, but they should do the trick. I'm gonna try to do. I might make it a little bigger, just because I could cut off the other ends later. So this circular blade is working out pretty well so far. So that's that. I still have to do the curve, but that worked out decently up to that camera. Doing the light here, it's not too bad. Leave that there for now. We'll get the next piece. This one is going to be a little tougher because of that circle. Here, can I cut that out right now? We'll try to cut it out now before we get in there, because getting it stepped down might be a pain in the butt. So right now I'm just taking my X-Acto knife and I'm just doing one little cut at a time to get a circular shape. Don't know if I cut it enough there. I can see from this side if I did. Boom. That's decent. That is decent. Put that there. Exactly there. We'll close. I should close my blades up after I finish cutting with them, but safety, right? Okay, again, I'm just peeling off the little protective tapes covers. And before we do the back plate, we'll make sure that this doesn't damage the leather when I take it off. Because then if it does, then we'll have to do it again with the backup. And we'll probably do it on the backhand side. But then it might be backwards. So we'll figure it out. This will come off. This one first. This one doesn't want to come off. So I just push the sticky corner down a bit more, just so I can, and pry this one up, just so I can peel that off like that. Okay, sweet. Beautiful. So that's how that looks. That's how that looks. I wonder if we could do the circle first. Same way we did it last time. It's actually a pretty good idea. And if this all fails, I can always just order it online, but I prefer to do it this way because A, it's more fun, and B, it's more fun. I don't know if I cut it enough there. I don't know if that's working that well, so we'll just continue on cutting the rest of this. Oh, shit, cut too much there. Ovell. Ovell. Hope this second camera angle is working well for you. Maybe cut a little too much there again, but oh well. Try to get it to be sloppy. Now see these curves are going to be a pain in the butt right here. So we do this flat edge here with the knife. So X-Acto knife for that edge. X-Acto knife for this edge. Is that enough? Let me take more off too. I don't have to just have a curve. I need a sharper blade. And a cutting board. I do need a cutting board. But my desk is a great cutting board. So this circle is going to take a bit of time right here. So let's try to do this curve in the meantime. Oh, did I just go too low? No, that looks pretty good actually. So this one is almost pretty good. Just a few spots, but let's try to take off the double-sided tape and see if we ruin anything. Maybe if we do it fast, we do ruin it. We'll go nice and slow. We're not in a rush. I think this double-sided tape is going to work well. And it's going to be good for removing it after the fact. Not too bad. A little rough. I can smooth that out. Not too bad. Let's see if it even remotely fits. Okay, so doesn't quite fit. There seems to be Maybe that's a little too in, but we'll refine that in a minute. For now, we'll leave this right side up. We'll continue cutting out this stupid circle. Push that through. Okay, so we got one little piece of it out. See, this isn't properly circular anyways, because I ripped it taking it off, thinking I would just order a new one. Almost. Nice and slow. We don't want to rip it. Nice and slow. We do not want to rip it. Rough, but 'tis a hole. But 'tis a hole. Alright, now peel this off nice and slow. Put that over there. Grab my fingers. These, grab the covering, throw it there. Okay. A little rough still, but not terrible. Ooh. That fits pretty good. Not great. Again, a little big. But we can deal with that. Now we know the double-sided table won't wreck the leather, so we can get to doing the back. Shouldn't be too bad. Cut off the seam here. The reason I cut off the seam is because I'm not gonna use the seam. Okay, this one I believe I need quite a bit of the back. So yeah, so this one's gonna be tougher. I'm not going to cut it up as much as I did the other ones prior to putting this on. Because the other one I cut it for the extra, but I don't. This one I got to do good. I only got one shot at doing it good. Or doing it well, I should say. Proper English. Should add more double-sided tape. I didn't really add. I just did the borders. Oh well, that should be good enough. Okay, so I could probably get another one out of that. Again, this one's probably going to be big, but I think it's because I'm doing the edge, right? I'm cutting it from the edge of the material. So I think that's just how it goes if I do that. I was like, what is that? That little fold is there, holding it up. That was a terrible cut. Oh my goodness. Worst cut of the day. Second worst cut of the day right there. Ready for the third worst cut? Ready? Oh my god, that was. I should not have said that. That was the third worst cut. Okay. Might have enough for an extra one there. See, I gave this side a little bit extra just because I ripped it when I took it off, so I hope that helps. Jesus, it's on there good. Oh, I see that mold spores. I don't know if you can see that, but they just fucking pop off on this one. Oh, see that? Oh. I don't know if it's a mold, it could just be dust, but I'm pretty sure it's fucking mold. Okay. Obviously it's too big, especially around this middle region because I didn't do the proper cuts. But lengthwise, oh, that's a good fit. Obviously it shifts when I do that, but it's a pretty damn good fit. So I just have to refine the cuts on these a little more. Probably shouldn't have taken this off yet. That's okay. So what I'm doing right here is, put that upside down, but there's these little indents here. Indentations right there that are for going into this little slot here. I don't know if you can see that. There's a bit of a slot right there, and that's for that to go into. So I hope that turns out. That's still going. I just want to make sure that was still recording. Don't think that was enough, but you can kind of see those indents right there. Fit into there. I think a bit deeper. That might be good. Okay, so it does need to go down more. So a little bit deeper. I don't want to go too deep though. I guess it doesn't matter, does it? Don't know if that matters how deep we go on these cuts. We'll go slow, obviously, just so we don't mess up too much material. This is probably a bad idea. But that side seemed too long, like too wide. Take a sliver off. This side's pretty damn on point. This side here, I don't know if we can see that there. This side's pretty on point. To there, and here seems that oh yeah, there's still a lot of material there. That makes it to the edge. All the way to the bottom. Wow, that's a pretty good fit. So we just need to get this side to fit. Okay, and it's tight. I'll do another cut. I didn't start the bottom though because it seemed to be more up that it wasn't fitting. Okay, so touching the bottom. Just like that. I don't know if this top I cut square. No, it doesn't look like it did. Very, very close. Very, very, very close. They're all insanely close. That actually fits pretty good. Minus that circle. I don't think I can smooth that, can I? Let's try something. I gotta take our time with that more. Oops. So this isn't the final one, I don't think, but we'll try and fit it with a bit of sticky on the one side. See A, how it holds, and B, how it all is gonna look. That's gonna hold great. On double-sided tape, it is going to hold great. So I will quickly throw these on just to see how they will look. I might just refine it off camera just so this video doesn't go too long and show the results. Because all it's going to be is me just doing what I've done, just a little bit more, a little bit more, a little bit more. I don't know how entertaining that's going to be other than just make this currently 35-minute video, holy shit, into I don't know, an hour-long video, 45-minute video. This one, even though it's bigger, I can probably live with that. You know what I mean? Like, it's not that big of a deal to me. That's bigger. And this one, oh, it's so pretty that that fits like that. And the curve actually kind of helps, because that part of it is curved. Kind of want to just secure this other side just to see how it looks. Because yeah, I'll show you how it's going to look now before I do my final touches, but the final touches should be pretty quick off camera. Sorry I'm doing this on my lap, it's just a little easier for me. Really rough, but it doesn't even look that bad being rough. It actually looks fucking slick. Wow, this front one actually turned out a lot better. This one I just have to secure down, but it is too long still. I could, I don't know what I'm gonna do with that side. Tack it down now, and like I said, I'm gonna do all those edits off camera. I don't know if I'll include that in the video. Maybe the next one you guys will be able to see what it looks like, but for the end of this one I might just leave it at this and then finish it off a different day. Wow, that actually fits decent. As rough as this is, it actually fits pretty decent. Alright, so yeah, I guess we'll just, here, I'll pick up the camera for this actually. So here's the front one. It's a little rough still. You can see it overlapping right there and the hole's rough. But it fits decent. This side, it's overlapping a little bit near the lens. You can see there it overlaps a bit, but not terrible. And on the back, at the top there, you can see the white seam coming across. That's because it's not fully under the lip. But to be honest, for pretty rough cuts, in my opinion, that's pretty good. But I think that'll be it for this episode. I might include maybe some screenshots, probably not, of the finished results. But I'm pretty satisfied with that, other than a few tweaks I gotta do. And I still have enough material to do it again, I think. That might be enough for the back plate. Here, let me check here. It might be close as hell though. Wow. It is enough. So if I need to, I can do it again. That's good to know. That is very good to know. I'll do this. Do that. I'll keep them like that. Just that'll keep them nice and safe. And these little ones, we can, I guess instead of using this one, we could use this one. Just toss it out like that. Toss this one on like that, and Bob's your uncle. Those are now safely secure. Cool. Well, I'm gonna wash my hands and make sure I'm all clean. Close my knives. But I think that's good for this episode. 40 minutes later, we got it all done, kind of. Just the finishing touches needed, and we'll do the rest of sticky tape. So actually, for the rest of the sticky tape, what I'm going to do is I'm going to lay it on the camera first, and then I'm going to put the actual leatherette on after, just so it really holds to that camera well. But I'm actually pretty satisfied with how that turned out. Well, hope you enjoyed. Thank you for watching.